Welcome to another fun, exciting, coloring, magnific adventure of the Transformers. This is Sean,
Charlie.
And Thomas.
and this is
Sparkcast.
Cast.
And today we'll be looking at a coloring book called Transformers: The Deadly Fuel Shortage. To view this amazing art based on action figures instead of the animated series, go to campHortree.net and click on the Transformers page link. And go to the coloring books to look for The Deadly Fuel Shortage. Before we begin, though, let's take a look at this cover, Thomas. What do you think about this cover?
I don't know why they insist on showcasing just the terrible, odd, like no 3D head Transformers.
We talked about this almost same cover last time. I don't know what they changed about it. To me, it looks exactly the same. Bumblebee's feet are some piece of the VW bug. The front that just doesn't make any sense. The wheels are arms, but one side.
And then it's not
has
even
oh my
cool.
God.
Like
Yeah.
there's nothing about these poses that's cool. Like
He's just shooting
why
a
not
gun.
just get like a jet or I don't know.
How much you want to bet these two images are somewhere in the book also for you to color?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Oh no, that would be it. Every coloring book used to do that, but I wouldn't be looking forward to it. Sorry, it's just
Yeah.
bad
So
art.
before we begin, though, I've got a pretty big bombshell to drop on you. The writer is not credited in this on TF Wiki, so I wasn't able to do any research on the writer for this. However, the artist for this coloring book is Steve Ditko. And I'm not joking, it is Steve Ditko, the co-creator of Spider-Man.
Well, I feel like we've seen their names attached to some of these books, but I don't remember them actually being directly credited as like an artist or a writer.
I think I mentioned him before, but this is the first time he's actually showed up on a book that we reviewed.
Yeah.
I think.
There were multiple artists that worked on the last coloring book like this.
Oh, never mind.
Including him.
He did Bumblebee to the Rescue, which we did last time.
But I thought multiple people worked on it. I thought
it was a mix of Steve Ditko and John Tartaglini. I got that name so wrong. And if I found information on him, it's also on that podcast, but that was like 2 months ago, so I don't remember anything about it now. That was the one where they tricked the Decepticons into attacking a giant cardboard cutout of an Autobot until they realized they've been had. Like, I totally did not remember anything about that Bumblebee until I saw it again and said, oh yeah, that was also Steve Ditko? Only because Thomas remembered. I had to go check myself. Oh, and also Thomas, Steve Ditko also drew some of the Challenge of the GoBots storybooks.
Oh, that's probably going to be some quality, right? He just had to get on that IP. The GoBots were blowing up. That was the next big thing.
Oh my god. So anyway, after this really boring, bland cover that's probably on page 27, we get to the entrance, which actually is a little cooler. It's just Optimus standing on the planet Earth, squatting like he's going to take a dump, with Starscream also standing on the Earth, about to shoot him in the face.
So much better of a cover. They should just put that on the front.
Optimus also looks like he's going to shoot him in the face. It looks like they're actually aiming at each other's faces this time instead of just random places.
I mean, it's weird art, but it would be better as a cover than the previous cover, than the real cover.
And this is from 1984. So there's going to be a lot of art based on box art or how the figures actually looked. So get ready. So I'll start, and who wants to be the second voice?
I'll go after you.
Okay. And then Charlie, you can be 3.
Okay.
And the Autobots and the Decepticons come from a planet called Cybertron.
We're rehashing another origins.
No, don't worry. This is it. 1-page origin. Just to recap for you kids. But also, there's Cybertron, and there's tons of swirlies and other circles that might be planets. And at the top, you see 2 ships. And I just think, is this a maze? It doesn't actually say, get to the center of the maze.
It better be, because the coloring would be boring.
Hold on. I'm at the end. Oh, yep. I got out of Cybertron. I'm moving. Oh, I did it. I made it back to the ship. Yeah, this is a maze.
But
they don't actually say
it doesn't make any sense. Like, the way it's set up, it's like navigate the Autobot and the Decepticon ship back to Cybertron. I mean, why?
Oh, man. Now we're already finding on page 1 discrepancies between the art and the story.
But I do like how it's just that one sentence and then immediately, here's the story.
Well, it is a way to get a quick maze thing in. So anyway, on to page 2.
So now we're just looking at just some of the Autobots just hanging out, and Sparkplug and
Sparkplug behind a rock.
Actually, Sparkplug and Buster are hanging out, watching the Transformers. So it says, "What is it, Buster?" asked Sparkplug. Witwiki.
Buster, do we know him?
Buster's the name used in the coloring books, some of the storybooks before they decided on Spike, and so I don't know if there was miscommunication or since there were so many different places working on it, a lot of stuff went out with Buster before they could correct it to Spike the following summer.
Oh, geez. Buster. Okay.
Wait, is that another Optimus Prime behind Optimus Prime?
It's their reflections for some unknown reason. No, it's not reflection.
Is that the Decepticon camera guy standing in front of Optimus?
No, because are there any Decepticons that have like the flat heads?
No, the guy on the left with the octagon mirrors, like the chest that the.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah,
I think, but that's his back though. No, that would be on his front. Okay, so yeah. Never mind. Sorry to take up your description there, Thomas.
All right. Well, that's it. They're just hanging out behind a rock or some bushes.
Yeah. Charlie?
What will become of this peaceful planet when the Decepticons attack? And I don't really know what's going on here. I see Sparkplug bit forward with his tools hanging out of his pocket, and it looks like someone is trying to grab him. And I don't know if it's an Autobot or a Decepticon. There's a metal grabber coming straight for his jacket collar. I don't know if he's about to trip and fall, or he's having an old man moment where I don't know his knee gave out or something. Or I have no idea what's happening here. What will become of this peaceful planet when the Decepticons attack?
Who's talking? Is Optimus talking? Because it almost looks like this is the first time that Spike and Buster have ever seen them, and that's why they're hiding behind a rock, right?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even know about the Decepticons.
Yeah, this seems like this is going to be a very incoherent story. So it seems like they're just skipping through a lot of just highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, it kind of makes sense where, like, okay, the 2 ships come to Earth. All of a sudden, Sparkplug and Spike come across the Transformers. Like, what are these things? This seems like this is a line from Optimus saying, basically, I can see the context where he's like, okay, we're going to have to fight the Decepticons here, but we have to protect this planet. What will become of this peaceful planet if they attack?
About to attack, apparently, because I see a hand, a metal.
Yeah. Well, next page,
coming.
It's revealed to be Rumble. Touching, giving Buster a nice back massage, where that claw is still attached to Sparkplug, but we don't know whose claw it is yet. And in the background is an oblivious Prowl who didn't see them approaching. Like, there he is in the background. How did you not see Rumble sneak up over here and attack some humans? But anyway,
I have a question for Charlie about this page. Charlie, how do you feel about Rumble's yowie hands rubbing all over this young boy?
I was definitely looking at his expression. Like, it's like, don't worry, son, I've got you.
Oh my
though,
god.
though he should
Because
be
he's got like
like,
a tiny head and then the
yeah,
giant hands. I mean, this
Yeah.
is yowie stuff.
the huge shoulders going on.
Yeah.
Huge shoulders, huge hands.
And then tiny head.
hmm
Oh man. It seems
Yeah.
like he should be like throwing the kid aside, and then in a pose to rescue this guy, but he's clearly not.
Oh my god, it does almost look like he pushed his father out of the way to be like, quick, run away. And then he's like,
Yeah.
too late, I've been clawed.
Yeah. A perv got me. Oh man.
Thomas, next page.
All right, we seem to have Blue Streak transforming into the Datsun Z car. Caption: Blue Streak transforms himself into a Datsun Z car and investigates. So I guess
Thought you just knew what his car was and weren't reading the bottom.
Nissan
no, I
Z
don't
car.
know what he is.
That's all. Awkward transition.
Oh yeah, this is horrible to color. They did this in the other book too. It's like, who wants to color the in betweens?
Makes sense, but yeah. I mean, if it's a series of, it might be cool, but that's not what happened. All right, Charlie.
Okay, let's see. Hey, let those humans go, Blue Streak demands.
No, says cardboard cutout Rumble. That means one of the flyers had the claw hand. It was either Skywarp, Thundercracker, or Starscream with the claw hand going, come here, adult human, grab, grab.
What do you mean? You can't make it out? You can't tell which one had the claw hand from this art?
Blue Streak, like, demanding. I'm
Jesus.
looking for that.
What is up with these poses? Like they're all standing at awkward angles, like their knees are all bent in weird ways.
That's why you're supposed to draw in the backgrounds to give them something to stand on, so it all makes coherent sense.
But I guess
God.
Blue Streak is a car right now. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, where is he taking like this huge stand at?
No, yeah, he's the car just running at them.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just like, I'm looking all over this drawing.
Well, you
like,
couldn't tell
where
that was
is
the
he?
back of the car from the previous page, the front car? No, I'm just kidding.
I see the car, but it just didn't register with me because it's just a car that's just, I guess it's speeding and careening towards him, but there's not enough action lines to really be like.
Well, here you go. On the next page, there are some action lines as he barrels toward Megatron and Soundwave, or I think that's actually Rumble.
Ugh, but the problem is
Wait, no, that's
how they
definitely
drew the
Soundwave's
front.
over the shoulder shot. But anyway, it's just Megatron standing with Soundwave in the corner there, I think. Blue Streak running at him. The art's good actually on this one. Destroy the Autobots, orders Megatron, the Decepticon commander, and then kill these Earthlings. The word kill somehow got through. Thomas?
Autobots, prepare for battle. Rings the voice of their great leader, Optimus Prime. Just Optimus standing in front of the crew with his gun drawn and fists in the air. The others standing right behind him, the rally.
Wait.
Bumblebee's just a
That's
car.
Blue Streak.
Oh, on the left. Yep. To the left. Yes, you're right.
He and Prowl are both standing there, but he's already the one over there transformed running at them in a different place. And what the heck is that transformer in the back left? I have never seen that guy before.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks like it's massive.
It's pretty interesting, but at least it looks original.
Definitely drawn from an action figure by the look of it, because it looks like really blocky and it definitely drawn from an existing physical object.
Charlie, you're up.
Right, look at this thing. This is some kind of puzzle or something. The Great Optimus Prime. How many words can you make out of the name Optimus? An excellent score would be 9 or more. And then they have the solutions upside down. Optimus. What can I make?
There's 14 possible answers. Which is Optimus standing there going.
I made the
yeah.
word pot and stop and
No, it's not. Sorry, I thought it was the same art reversed from earlier, but it's actually different art.
and mops.
Why would a kid know what a sot is? Like, why is that
Sot.
there? They couldn't just exclude that one.
This is British, right?
Yeah. What is simp?
Oh, simp.
Oh Lord, they really have
an
simp
idiot.
in here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Pot, top, mop, to, sit, simp, some, must, missed, tip, pit, it.
Cheater.
I'm just reading them because those are lame. Pout, yeah. You just can't spell anything exciting with Optimus, unfortunately. Simp is as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick with sot.
What about sop? It could have spelled sop. Optimus was sopping, drenched in robot oil. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that was fun. Let's continue with the story. Don't let the Decepticons harm those humans, says Optimus Prime. And we got a nice shot of some Autobot, I'm assuming Optimus, pointing his gun forward above the heads of what appear now to be two of the Seekers holding the humans instead of Rumble and a Seeker, while two other Seekers come at them from above, and Jazz is just kind of stumbling around in the background. Next page.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, was that supposed to be Ultra Magnus?
No, he doesn't
Because
exist.
he has, I mean, his Ultra Magnus has like little pillars coming up off his shoulders.
He
I mean,
does not exist yet.
I know, but they probably had some kind of art stuff, like some kind of preview or like prototype stuff.
Look at this drawing. Oh my god.
All right, there's a lot going on here. We have two flyers, Decepticons with Spike and Sparkplug, and some kind of Autobot that's standing in front of everything, blasted. I can't identify this at all.
Really? You don't recognize those horns at the head of that guy?
Oh my god!
Is this
Why do I
a
have the Cliff
Beast?
Jumper page? Jesus, man!
Is this a Beast Wars crossover?
I didn't plan it this way, Thomas. I swear.
I'll shoot my glass gas, says Cliff Jumper. It will turn them into glass. Wow.
He's shooting Rumble now. One of the plane people has been replaced with Rumble again, like he should be. So it's like there was a glip in continuity, and then it went back again. Because even the two planes from the last page are coming at him closer, but the guy's transformed. Changed.
He shoots him right in the chest, but then on the next page,
What happened, Charlie?
If he shot his gas glass, it would turn them to gas instead. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, it looks like Buster and his dad are captured, but they kind of have like they kind of look like they're enjoying it. Buster, lean towards me, cries Sparkplug.
so
Buster looks kind of amused. And he's like, "Yeah, Dad, let's do that shoulder bump thing we do and give these guys the slip." But the funny thing is, he's got it looks like an Autobot. No, I guess it's a Decepticon. I thought it was an Autobot because he's got the Decepticon logo on. So okay,
yeah, it's Rumble from the previous
That's
page
Rumble,
that just
okay.
got shot in the chest. But just here, it's just like none of that happened.
Also, Rumble. Oh no, the error isn't Rumble. Rumble is human size, like he's supposed to be. It's Thundercracker, Skywarp, or whatever that are human size.
Yeah, they're much smaller.
So I got a puzzle here. Because many of the Decepticons can fly, they're
All
able
of
to
them.
cover greater distances in shorter time than the Autobots can. But this advantage has one serious flaw. Unscramble the words in the boxes below and find out what that flaw is. So there's 6 boxes with scrambled words, and they form a sentence.
They
They quickly burn up their fuel. That's
Yeah,
why we're
there
at
it is.
the deadly fuel shortage. The Decepticons have just been active way too long, and now it's become deadly for the villains, I guess. It's just a shot of one of the Seekers flying, and you can color them whoever your favorite flyer is. Next page.
We have a close up of one flyer upset with another. Well, not. They're standing next to each other, and they both look very angry with their identical faces. And it's Starscream screaming, "We're running low on fuel," reports Starscream to his commander.
You know it's true. They look like Milli
This
Vanilli.
art's actually
Sorry.
good.
Yeah.
I think this art's here is actually respectable. So this is Steve. He did this one.
That's respectable. Like just twin
I
bots that
think
look
the only
exactly
thing,
the
yes, that's the
same.
one thing you can. Well, they don't look exactly the same. One has a plain forehead. The other has a little bit of more detail on his forehead.
I do see that, Thomas. That doesn't
Just that
count.
one little extra line arch.
Hey, this is just Milli Vanilli as robots. Oh man,
my
they're
God.
not even characters. What twin? Do we have twin Decepticons on the team or?
But the thing is, I do like how there's continuity between the pages. Like the very next page is a pullback, and you see Starscream talking to Skywarper Thundercracker in the distance, whereas now the humans are hiding behind some bushes, and the focus is on the two humans squatting
Okay,
down.
no, you can't say that there's continuity because you see the two flyers talking. What about the continuity from the previous page where the humans are captured? How did they get away from Rumble and the other flyer?
If you look back 2 pages ago, look at the effects on Rumble and the Starscream after they were shot. That's glass effect.
I mean, only one of them were shot.
Then they were
No,
okay
it's gas.
in the next
that
scene.
meant it infected everybody in a certain radius.
Okay, so then yeah, I mean, the humans are right there. I mean, they would be glass.
Oh, it's only a Cybertronian weapon. It only affects Cybertrons.
Yeah, Cybertronian physics. They're not
Yeah.
the same as Earth physics.
So, what's your human page, Charlie?
Let's see. Who is talking? That's just so frustrating. Somebody's talking. They're saying, "You're right. We have to drain this planet of all of its power. Then we'll have the force to destroy the Autobots." Okay, so it's the Decepticons speaking in the bushes. I guess they weren't affected by the glass.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was Optimus earlier, because the humans wouldn't know about the Decepticons or anything. How does he have the Force? Force is not something you have. It's more like you'd have power, right?
And then in the foreground, we had Spike and his dad creeping by at the same time. But they look really creepy, so I thought they were talking. But
Oh,
apparently
yeah.
not.
And in the next page, we get a close-up of not Cliffjumper. This time it's Bumblebee. And in the background, you see all the flyers jumping in various poses of transformation. He's like, "They're leaving! We beat them!" exclaims Bumblebee.
Oh my god.
And here's your continuity. I mean, they were glass, but now they're just flying away.
What a poor representation of an iconic character. Just that looks nothing like Bumblebee at all.
What do you mean it's not iconic? You don't think this flat head is iconic? You don't recognize this flat head anytime you see it?
They just drew the toy of him. I mean,
Yeah.
have these people have ever seen the animated
Well, no,
series? I
because they
mean-
were making this to coincide with the animated, so it would be on the shelves when it aired.
Oh, okay. So they didn't really see the show yet. Okay, that would
No.
make sense. Like, okay, here's the toy to draw. This is what it's gonna look like. Gonna be like you get to fold up this little square that's got kind of a face on it.
That's- We mentioned that's why like Megatron looks like a different version because they're going after an older art version. So Thomas, your next page.
But the battle has cost us a lot, says Optimus Prime, sadly. And it's Optimus
Aw.
with some car, and then
Is that
two
Jazz's
other
car?
cars
Yeah.
that are just badly damaged.
No,
and
guy, yeah, the front
smoking.
is completely ripped for one of them, and the other is fine. It just has smoke.
No, the tires seem to have fallen off because it was that dead tired.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like they're broken mid transformation.
That it does look like that one guy's like that.
That one was just tired. That was Gears. He was just too old. I can't do this anymore. No. I guess that's Bumblebee. Or who is that?
No, I don't know who those are.
Oh, that's a Z car. The Z car is the one that has the tires that look sad.
I think that one's Blue Streak again. That one might be Blue Streak
Yeah.
or Prowl on the right, but I don't know the left one. Because the other one is standing behind him. So clearly the third one can't be him, right?
Right.
But so Charlie, next page.
So here's an interesting page. Here's Sparkplug and Buster trying to fix the cars, it looks like. Don't worry about them, says Sparkplug. You saved our lives, and we'll help you. I guess they did kind of save their lives with the glass gas blaster.
All because of the heroic Autobot known as Cliffjumper. Their lives were spared.
And because Sparkplug can fix anything, he just goes straight to work on these alien vehicles.
Yeah, with Optimus supervising in the background.
Yeah.
With
Give
a-
that,
With his
If
finger
that-
on the trigger, just ready to blast him if he tries anything funny.
yeah. Give that nut another quarter turn to the left.
Because there's a lot of smoke in the front shot, like with just smoke going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on our next page, it just poof, we did it. You just see lines that indicate the cars are brand new from Optimus's back perspective. He was holding that gun on him the whole time.
He's making sure he got some quality work.
He doesn't even have anywhere to put his gun other than in his hand, does he? He's got no backpack to just, no hoister to just be like, click, there goes the gun. He's just always got to hold it, always be at the ready.
I guess Sparkplug did all this work with the one wrench and one pair of pliers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He gave them a nice clean wax and made them nice and shiny with a pair of pliers and a wrench.
The car on the left is not even the same car. It's just like it's a
He
brand new
welded metal back
Yeah.
together.
He just drove another car up there. Here,
Maybe
you can
they'll
have this-
explain how they did it. You did it. You got them working, exclaims Optimus Prime in amazement. How can we thank you? Take us for a tour. Take us to your base. But anyway, yeah, so next page, Thomas.
Well, you can take us home, suggests Sparkplug. It's getting dark. All right, so it's like a close up of Optimus from the profile view. He's still holding that gun clenched,
Yes.
and Buster's just yawning, and that looks like Hound that's standing in the background with a crooked head.
Yeah.
Buster kind of looks like an old lady in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just some random scene, I guess, just a shot for you to draw Optimus or color in Optimus.
It looks colorable. I think this is a
So what's the next one, Charlie? So you can solve this dilemma.
Ooh. Oh yeah, which of these Autobots are exactly alike? Ooh, let's see. Oh, which one is it? I'm scratching
Is it
my
the two placed
head.
next to each other
Yeah.
that made it so easy to find? Oh,
Oh,
god.
yeah,
There's
so-
6 robots, 2x3 grid, and the two at the bottom are clearly sitting next to each other.
They could have traced those anywhere on the page. Like, I mean, it's obviously traced. Like, one has got more detail than the other, but
Like, because you can
why-
tell one of these is clearly Prowl and Blue Streak, and the other one, it's really hard to tell that one is Cliffjumper and one is Bumblebee because they look the same.
I think 1 and 4 might be the ones they want you to pick. Cause
Well, Gears is. Oh, no, it's not.
the other ones have
Look.
some extra stuff on it. Yeah, Gears has extra.
Gears has 4 fingers on the one
Weird.
side, but only 2 on the other. And down
Yeah.
on his wheel, he has a wheel scope thing around it that's missing. So it is the 2 Bumblebees.
Yeah, I think 1 and 4 are the ones that are the same.
Hmm.
The other one, of course, has police written on it, and the other, I guess, is Blue Streak, and that other guy that looks like Blue Streak.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
go figure. Gears is horrible, as he should be.
Yeah. Well, you just saw him in that one colored book too, where he was drawn like that the whole time because he hadn't appeared yet, I guess, on television, or they didn't give him the animation sheets when they worked on this book. He always looks like he's wearing those giant sunglasses behind a thing. Wait, cries Buster, remembering what he's heard. I've got to tell you something. Buster tells them about the Decepticons' plan to drain all of Earth's energy. and it's just him center really low talking to Optimus, some guy, Prowl, and some guy, maybe Hound. The Autobots are twice the size of humans as opposed to the Decepticons that were human size.
Buster was kind of sleepy a moment ago and he wanted to go home. And then he's like, "Oh, wait. I
The Earth
forgot
might get
something.
destroyed."
I gotta tell you that they're gonna blow up the Earth." So yeah,
Love the Earth.
I was gonna go to bed, but I just thought about it. Huh. I might be dead in the morning. Oh man.
God.
All right. We have to stop them, says Optimus Prime. If we don't, it won't only be the end of the Autobots, it'll also mean the end of the human race. And it's another super extreme close up of Optimus Prime. His eyes have changed, his face has changed completely.
Well, we had 3 pictures in a row of front, left, and back Optimus standing in the same place while the cards were getting repaired. So now you're just getting all the Optimuses.
Maybe they're doing this for all the Optimus cosplayers out there back in the day. Let them get all the angles and details.
That's a really boring page. Okay.
Next, and so is the next one.
Yeah. We'll help you too, declares Sparkplug, and Sparkplug is affectionately holding his son, Buster.
Wait a minute.
With his own set of Yowie hands.
You know what's
Yeah.
you know what's happening, right?
I see some weird guy in the back right-hand corner. Both Autobots, so they're safe.
Who are they talking to?
Help you too, declares Sparkplug.
In the previous page, Optimus is looking down at the humans. Technically, this page should be the 2 humans looking at Optimus while another Optimus stands behind them.
Maybe they turned their back on him because they are just so eager to go home because they're tired and the world's going to be blown up, but the Transformers probably take care of it. We don't deal with big robots. We just need to just go home, have some dinner, get some rest. Don't worry about it, Spike. It'll be all okay. I mean, Buster.
But hey, we do get an appearance of Wheeljack before. We can't stop the Decepticons until we find them, says Optimus Prime. That means we'll need scouts. And so you get just Optimus standing, almost backslapping another Prowl, while 2 unknown Autobots are too close up to be identified.
He's
And
totally
oh my
getting
god,
too
Thomas, get
excited.
ready for another amazing side view Optimus.
Wow.
I like that
I'll
one.
go.
That's actually fun. That looks like it's fun to color. I like the wheels on the back.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he had that on the previous ones.
No.
No, he did not. His wheels were missing from the other ones. All of them, actually, until this page. Oh, nope, one of the battle ones. That was it.
I'll go, offers Bumblebee. Me too, volunteers Hound.
You see little Bumblebee raising his hand to the left?
Oh my god, yeah, I see this.
Oh
Hound.
no! Oh, okay.
No.
For a second, I thought Bumblebee had some dignity because I was looking at all the other guys with, 3-dimensional heads, but no, Bumblebee is still flat and he's still a poor drawing of his action figure. Oh,
Go.
jeez.
Hound's his arm attaches at the hip, it looks like the hinge.
Yeah, it does.
And his feet are huge.
Another
like
Prowl
those
back there.
I like the feet, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So, that's like vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, Charlie, looks like you get a nice picture.
Oh, this must be the end of the book. Bumblebee and Hound drive off into the sunset, searching for the Decepticons. The end. Well, I don't know if it's the end. But that's just lame. There's nobody in Hound. He's just empty. He's an empty Jeep driving.
I think this is like the first page where you get to color them as vehicles. Unless they were burning from the other one.
At least drew some environment. There's no trees or anything. There's
Well,
one.
this is one of the first ones with backgrounds. Most of the time, the background's not there.
Yeah, I guess I appreciate that, but there's like one rock, and yeah, the rest is just your imagination to color it. Kind of a mountain, kind of a road,
Yeah,
fence.
the art is fine.
Is
And-
that it?
No, that's not the end. There's 50
Okay.
pages of this thing.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, That's not a very happy ending. That's just
Jeez. No, so the next page is an airport with 4 planes in the ground next to that airport area, and then 2 are in the air, and it says, "Are there Decepticons hidden on the runway?" And I'm like, yes, there are 2 of them. I can see them.
yeah.
Oh my god, they're the jets,
Yeah.
like Starscream jets, but they're as big as the whole freaking airplanes that carries tons of passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are huge.
So we got like 2 commercial planes parked and then 2 just random jets that doesn't belong.
Well, you're up, Thomas.
Early the next morning on a high mountain trail, Hound looks down on Hoover Dam and spots the Decepticons. I wonder what tipped him off, because it's basically him on the cliffside and just the flyers and Laserbeak are just blasting all over the Hoover Dam. Just bombs, lasers shooting all over the place.
Laserbeak looks like he's hovering right above the cliff where Hound is. Like, Hound just drove right up to be able to shoot him point blank range.
Seems like this one needs to be called the Deadly Flood shortly.
Charlie?
I've got to get back to the base fast, he says to himself. Wait a minute, who says to himself? Who was on the previous page? Was it Hound talking?
Hound.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Hound says he has to get back to the base fast because the jets are destroying the Hoover Dam. That looks like Laserbeak, and for some reason he's as big as a jet, or maybe he's just close in perspective. But yeah, jets are shooting at the Hoover Dam like there's no tomorrow.
I don't know what the airport had to do with any of this. Was that supposed to be like a puzzle and not actually part of the story?
I think it's a puzzle.
Okay.
The jets had to come from somewhere. I mean, too, also.
Next, we have close-up of Sparkplug face pointing at Optimus and Hound. Hoover Dam supplies the power for 6 states, Sparkplug tells them after Hound gives his report. And it's fine. It's just Hound and Optimus, and you probably don't want to color the human. Next page. Oh, we get some more people. Now we get to see, God, I already forgot his name.
Huffer, Gears.
Brawn. That's Brawn.
No.
Okay.
And another Brawn?
I'm glad you can recognize these.
Well, Brawn's on the left, Prowl in between his Optimus'
Is that Wheeljack?
legs. No, that's Prowl again. And on the right, it looks like it's just another. It looks like it's just another guy I mentioned earlier, Brawn. It looks like a second Brawn.
All right. Well, we'll try to stop them, Sparkplug. Autobots, transform, orders Optimus Prime.
And now you get another awesome Optimus pose, right?
Or up front and center.
Yes.
Hardly a chance to draw the color of the other ones. Just like, here, have another Optimus.
Oh boy. Oh no, look at my page. Connect the dots and capture Sideswipe.
Oh, that's who that was supposed to be?
In the middle.
This is the guy
from
the way
one
back at the
page.
beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The one that's just an action figure that they
The one I
drew.
couldn't figure out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like he has a car for the bottom part of him, and then there's a part that pops up on top that's the rest of him.
This is really weird.
So connect the dots and capture Sideswipe in the middle of his transformation from car to robot. Okay.
Be sure to connect all 106 dots.
If I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, that would not look very interesting when you got done with it. Capture him mid-transformation? Why not just have a statically posed transformer and just trace around him with the dots?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, you'd be tracing the outline, which would make you think that you drew him, so that would be fun, but it is, weird.
This is a strange outline. This will never look like anything interesting.
Oh, and now we get another motorcade. It's just Optimus turning around a cliff with Hound, and in the distance, we can make out Gears, another Optimus, and another Bumblebee, because they left Bumblebee behind at the dam. So
Isn't that just showing how fast they're going? They're going so fast that you could still see them, and you could see the future them at the same time as the past them. That's how fast they were going. Just blurry.
Wow.
That's what it looks like. Just repeat it again.
The Autobots form a convoy of cars and trucks that race down the highway toward Hoover Dam.
Oh, and those jets are still at it. I mean, didn't they get through by now? There, look, cries Buster. The Decepticons are smashing the top of the dam. It's more like they're blasting it with some kind of lasers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really just chipping away, just making this crack. I mean, they've been blasting this for hours.
Below you just get back view, Optimus truck, and Hound Jeep.
Sunstreaker, sideswipe. Optimus Prime shouts, "Take control of the dam. If it breaks, there will be terrible flooding."
All right, I'm not going to be able to tell you who Sunstreaker and Sideswipe are if they're not colored, because they're going to look exactly the same to me.
And they're twins.
I mean, they look exactly the same in this image, like the window and the lights on the car.
Yeah.
That's who
And
we saw on that
spoilers.
other page where we had two identical robots, I guess.
But there's no confusion of where Optimus is, remaining again the largest Autobot, taking up most of the page for you to color.
You know what? I could just get a book of this for you, Thomas, and you can color in all the Optimuses and cut them out and make a collage of Optimuses
Oh my
just
God.
from this book.
It's hilarious, man.
Or even make him moving and transforming in a long line that makes it look like one action to the next.
I could just make some stop motion movie and have all these poses for him.
The two speedy Autobots race to the top of the cracking dam. You just see the two cars with a ship, a seeker trying to blast it and just, I guess, missing? Or only spraying lights on it because nothing's getting broken. Anyway, Thomas, you're up.
You broke the order, Sean.
No, it was not me. It was Charlie.
Well, you should have went after Charlie. You told me to go.
No, it was because I went and then Charlie went after me.
Oh, okay. I must have messed
Yeah.
up. Then.
It's okay.
Well, we're still good. Let's see. Battle stations.
Oh
or-
God,
Yeah,
Optimus!
I've never
what
heard that
happened to you?
before. Battle stations. Orders Optimus Prime. Cover Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. What do we have to? Do we have to cover them?
Is that look at Optimus? The perspective, the way he's in front of Prowl, makes it look like he just grew to an enormous size and started shooting everything.
Yeah. And at least they distracted the jets. Now the jets are kind of more focused on Optimus.
But they're
like we all
shooting
are.
the same place they were last page,
Yeah.
so it's clearly not working. Is it you now, or is it me?
Should be you, Sean.
No.
Sean,
Yeah, I
Thomas,
just went, and then Charlie went.
Well, no, I just did the cracking dam one, right? And so then it was Charlie.
All right,
and-
I'll go.
Okay.
Connect the dots and watch the deadly battle unfold before your eyes between Sunstreaker and Thundercracker.
Ooh.
And it's basically just another angle of Thundercracker shooting down towards Sunstreaker. You hardly see any of Thundercracker's form. And so that's
Yeah.
where you'll be connecting the dots.
Apparently, Sunstreaker and other guy, Sideswipe, are misidentified as each of the different models in here, so it's hard to figure out who's who.
those dots actually look like a jet in the end.
No? Yeah. Guess we can find out. Spin out, spin hit, Buster cries. We've got to help him. And it's just, it looks like an explosion around Buster, but it's really in the background behind him. He's just pointing with dad face below, and you see, oh no, someone is exploded from the, oh my God, this actually does continue from one of the puzzles this time. So the puzzle was to trace him shooting Sunstreaker, and now Sunstreaker's on fire. He says spin out, spin hit, but spin out is actually Sunstreaker or Sideswipe's original name before they settled on one of those two. I forget now.
That would confuse you as a kid. You'd think, okay, there's a third guy.
All right, Thomas, back to the real order.
You're right, agreed Sparkplug. But how can we get to him? And just another close-up angle of the car just on fire.
Wait. What's he got in his hand in the background? That human?
The magic wrench.
Yes.
He's just gonna shoot his heel beam and fix him up real good.
Let's see. Find the exact outline of the fastest Autobot cliff jumper. The exact outline. I'm trying to figure out what they mean here.
I don't even know.
These are terrible.
I don't know what's going on. I was like, I don't know which one's Cliff Jumper.
The one at the top looks okay. What kind? I don't know what kind of
I don't know. Skip.
fenders he
Skip.
has.
I don't care.
This is so bad, man.
All right.
Oh my
I'll
God.
take you, offers Cliff Jumper, and then those Decepticons just better watch out. Just let me at him. And now we have Cliff Jumper barreling towards one of the Seekers. I bet you're sad you missed these Cliff Jumper pages, Thomas.
Moving on.
This is a really bad page. I would not want to color that.
Yeah. Who wants to color the humans in your Transformer book?
He looks like Michael Jackson right there.
Sunstreaker's almost fixed, says Sparkplug, or Sparkplug says. But who's gonna fix us if we get hit? And it's Sparkplug and Buster working under the hood while one of the flyers are aiming down on them, and like the explosions are landing like right next to them.
That keeps
That's
happening.
my question. Like, why are they running over to fix? I guess that's Bumblebee. I don't know who that is. So
It's
run over to.
Sunstreaker.
Oh, okay, run over to fix Sunstreaker under Jetfire. Why would they do that?
I know, and it's continual jet fire. Like every time we see it, there's another jet just shooting at him. Like, what the heck? All right, Charlie, you get a really
What happened to the
Awesome
cover?
page.
wire
Awesome
from the
page.
bridge
This
or the
page is
cliff?
so good. Oh my God. Look at it.
Wow.
Let's see. The Autobots are charging, shouts Buster as Sunstreaker joins the fight. They're driving off the Decepticons. The dam is saved. That's not the impression I'm really getting, but
It's all because
okay.
Cliff Jumper barreled toward everybody. Cliff Jumper saved the day.
It looks like the Decepticons are charging because you've got like, isn't that
No, that's their
Ravage
favorite
Cassette?
attack formation, retreat.
Okay. Isn't that Ravage Cassette? He's like jumping into action.
Well, how did
and-
he get there? Like Rumble and Ravage, they weren't there.
No, remember Rumble was in the beginning. He might not have been in the dam, but he was
Well,
definitely
that's
in the
what I'm
beginning
saying.
of the
We're
story.
looking at him at the dam now.
I like how in the far background of the left, you can tell that's Bumblebee because he's got the flip head.
Yeah. Oh, Bumblebee. They did you wrong.
If you want to look, this Ravage is actually not the Ravage from the cartoon. This is actually the early Ravage toy design. Apparently, he's the only character that is always drawn on animation model for some reason. This is the one time he was drawn based on his action figure in a piece of fiction.
With the rockets.
Yeah. And then Rumble flying away with, mini explosions. And I like how Sideswipe
Wow.
became Spin Out, became Sunstreaker, all in the span of 4 pages out of the story.
Man. The next page.
Oh, I guess it's my, Oh, it's the same upper perspective, but now from the back. We won the battle, says Optimus Prime, but we must also win the war to come if we are to rid the Earth forever of these evil Decepticons. Ugh, thanks for that downer motivational speech. I like how, oh my god, look at Rabbit.
Yeah. No.
Jesus,
He looks-
it's like
he looks
the further the perspective gets away from the further the camera gets away from this particular perspective is like the less detail. So
That's nothing
it's
beyond
like
that.
draft drawings, like with the
You got-
lines, with the little ovals. Like we're gonna change this into an arm.
He looks like a hobby horse or something, or like he looks like a horse instead of a.
Okay, but look at one of
Whatever
the
he is.
flyers, the tiny little flyer there in the middle. It's just like here's a star with a dot in the middle of it.
What
And
is
there's
that supposed to
of them.
be?
There's 2 of the birds and a jet. And look, there's a Soundwave with rocket boosters as his cassette.
Cassette only.
He's got rocket boosters in his boombox.
That's ridiculous.
I find that hilarious. But then on the Autobot side, we have the 4 main ones we can see. Well, Bumblebee's just vanished now. And we got Prowl, Optimus, Hound, and Ratchet shows up out of nowhere? Because that's Ratchet down there with his medical bay in the left. And when did he enter this story? Anyway.
No damage to the Hoover Dam whatsoever. It's all fixed.
I just want to get a screenshot of that corner of the 4 fleeing to be like, to show the Ravage, the boombox with rockets. It just looks funny. I guess that was the story.
And the last page is just an answer page for
answer pages. Which one was
here it is. Autobots 1 and 4 were the same, so we were right.
What would they give the answer for the dot to dot?
Yeah, it is funny.
This is so dumb. It's like, this is how you count, you little idiot.
This is what it should look like in the end. Okay, I agree. It does look kind of like a jet. That's good dot to dots.
What is this other one? It says number 5 is Cliff Jumper. I was like, thanks. I'm gonna
that was the one that had picked the right Cliff Jumper, and they were all like weird.
You'd have to go online to look for a picture of his toy to get that one right.
I gotta go back. I gotta see what that looked like. Let's see, number 5. Oh god, number 5 looks horrible. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. But then, like, one of his feet look upside down, the other looks the opposite direction.
I thought that was totally a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, definitely don't pick that one.
Yeah, I just moved on. Cliff Jumper doesn't deserve that much focus.
All right, what did you guys think of this coloring book story? Why was it 2 different stories? Oh, we've been kidnapped, and then they're like, let's go look for them. Oh, they're attacking the dam. We fight the end. Like, why did it have to be 2 different little stories when you didn't have much space to work with?
I mean, did I just miss why? I mean, it seemed like they just showed up and just attacked the dam. I mean, were they trying to get power from it? Like, how is that going to help you? If you destroy the dam, how can you get power from it?
That's right. They're not even trying to get power, even though that's what Spike said. They're just sitting there destroying it for no reason.
We ran out of fuel. We can't stay in this battle. Let's go leave and then just get into another battle immediately.
Well, maybe they were going up the notion, well, if I can't have any fuel, then humanity will not get any fuel either. So now my plan is just to destroy all the human fuel sources so they can suffer with me.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know what was up with that.
A disappointing last page. They should have had them. They have to have a happy ending where they party at the end or something. Thank you so much, Spike and our Sparkplug and Buster. You are now our friends.
That happens a lot in the Japanese Transformers shows where they're always like, but we must be ever resilient for the Decepticons will return. And then it just ends. Or they're like, they have a victory and they're like, but the Decepticons will return. And then it cuts to credits. I'm like, what the heck? Why can't you just enjoy your victory instead of saying this every single episode? Oh, I didn't realize that Bumblebee is missing his left arm on the cover.
Oh, no. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the whole thing with the wheels and for arms and the body, everything is wrong. I want to see that Bumblebee figure just to see what it looks like.
I think robot mode Ravage might have actually been the little thing we saw in the distance rather than the close-up. I can't be sure. I'd have to see a picture of the actual Ravage figure. But yeah, that was the coloring book. That was a masterpiece, right? No response.
I guess I would have liked that as a kid. Maybe.
I really don't have anything else to say. I was just the art kept drawing my attention in some places, and other times I'm just like, all right, here we go. Oh yeah, that definitely does kind of look like his toy because he's really flat and just folds into a cassette as Ravage. But he does have the missile on him, like that one page we saw. So, because he never has a missile on him in the cartoons, does he?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Check that one out.
Oh my god.
Maybe they drew it from that.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm going to do something for Thomas. I'm going to go on Google and say, who is the best Cliff Jumper?
What?
top 5 best cliff jumper toys. Someone made a list of that, Thomas,
Oh my
because they
God.
hate you.
Well, unfortunately, this is an audio episode, so I mean, there's no point in going into that at all.
You win this round, Thomas. They actually made a cliff jumper that has a 3D head, but still on that flat faceplate, so that it's actually a 3D head, even though it's the same model. That's kind of funny. Anyway, anything else about?
I think that's about as much as that can be said.
I can't think of anything else. I think my brain is done after that, and it's all been said. I'm done unless you guys have something final to add, Charlie. Or if now you're just going to start comparing figures tonight with the actual book to see how they look now.
I'm trying to find the worst made figure of Bumblebee.
Oh my God.
Where his arms are wheels. So I can just see, like, I was trying to see if I can find the one that they kept drawing every time.
All right, let's wrap.
Thanks for listening and experiencing this with us, the deadly fuel shortage. This is Sean,
Charlie.
And Thomas.